I'm going to show you how to make a fabulous fireplace garland out of all kinds of wonderful festive tricks and treats. And these can go on a fireplace, round a door, up a staircase, and yeah, let's get going.
Fantastic.
Would you like some scissors?
Yes,
Here you are.
please.
There we are.
Thank you.
And so first, this is something I've nailed up here, which is available at kind of any DIY superstore.
Right.
It's fake. It's actually very, very
It looks
realistic.
amazing.
Brilliant, isn't it?
Can't believe that's fake. No.
And it's really, really sturdy. I've nailed it on. And we're just going to use this as our base to create whatever we want.
And presumably you do really need to kind of nail it on something because we're hanging all sorts of things off it, aren't we?
Yeah.
So it's going to be quite heavy.
It's going to need the kind of a good few nails. With,
Yeah,
definitely.
You can definitely play around with that.
Yeah, definitely. So, I mean, you can use lots of different things. You could actually make your own out of blue pine and real wire. But this is so brilliant and so realistic. You get it up and then you weave in your bits to make the magic.
Brilliant. So
Excellent.
what are we going to put in it?
So, we thought, well, this is it is very realistic, but if you add a little bit more blue pine into it, you get the smell and it makes it look like the rest of it's real as well.
Oh, yes.
So,
Might be actually.
Yeah, definitely.
there's a lovely bough each. This is, again, that really
thank
lovely
you.
Norwegian
Gorgeous.
spruce, which is
Love
just
that.
so deliciously smelly. And we're going to trim off, just get some nice lengths out of it, so no smaller than that.
Right.
So you can kind of chop it all up, like this.
Okay. So should we just do a handful of them so that we can...
and then I can show you what we're doing. We're going from the middle. So this is going to be your focal point.
Right.
And so we're going to go from here. Again, a bit like in the wreath, we went round in a sort of spirally Catherine wheel effect. We're going to do that from the middle, going out.
Brilliant.
So I'll start. We're cunningly going to use these, which are all wired, as our vehicle to get everything on. So
Oh,
look,
sort of wrap them round?
yeah,
That's
a
the
bit of a
wire.
wrap
Brilliant.
round. So that goes round there. So it has a dual purpose thing. Every now and then stand back and see where we're going. So we need another big one in there, just to kind of give it a bit of
Go on, you pop some in.
but make sure you're
some.
wiring them really well, otherwise it's all going to fall off.
Oh, right.
When you start
yes.
attaching
So that's
the
why
thing.
you need a longer bit there
Yeah,
to
longer
get
bit.
proof of the
And
pudding.
lots of kind of really sort of bending over and stretching it out, so it's sort of it secures it nicely. That's a good base. Now we're going to do some lovely lichen covered twigs. I mean, you can use anything, as I said before, but this is a lovely kind of, gives it a lovely natural finish. So we're going to thread in behind.
Does this need to be smaller or can
No,
it go in
we're
like
gonna
that?
we're going to do it
Seriously?
big and whippy, yeah. So the shape's coming along really well now. And again, what you can do is get
That's nice.
any little bits sticking out here, attach
Okay.
them,
Oh, okay.
go through attaching any little frondy bits.
Right,
Because
right.
this is going to work as your next grid, as it were, for weaving in more stuff. So everything's got to be kind of secured.
Except, of course, we've now got quite a lot of the real stuff, which obviously you can't then twist.
No, not so effective.
It's
the bend,
not so
the
good, is
real
it, really,
stuff.
for that?
But just bending in the
Find any
Right.
Yeah.
artificial.
just all the little frondy bits with the wired fake stuff. Right. So that's a great shape. Now, I think you've got to have a bit of glitter.
Glitter.
Definitely. So with
Oh
these,
my goodness.
I'm going to pass
Right.
you some of those, girls.
Yes.
This is
Goodness
going to
me.
have a little bit of a
Okay.
chop. So I would take one, and then halfway down, you can make this into two. So find a nice junction, as it were, and then cut.
Okey-dokey.
So that's made two of that. And again, a gentle little pokey in. And it suddenly starts to come to life a bit.
Oh, look at that.
Fantastic.
And I think, again, that word, heavy grouping.
Heavy
so
grouping.
You don't want a big bank of it all the way along. I do that chung there. And then you can do
yes.
another chung perhaps coming there.
Down in here.
So you've got
Okay.
that as a kind of a group there.
Yeah.
And
How
then
about
another
a
one
down
coming
bit?
down there. And then I might do one, it's looking a bit symmetrical, but
Okay.
we can sort of scruffle that up with
You
other stuff.
don't like symmetry, do you, Paul?
Well, I do
What about if we
Ooh.
shove some in the middle?
Yeah. So we're going to start putting in Magnolia grandiflora, which I've painted, that's kind of platinum colour, that I called Gilver earlier. It's sort of silver and gold mix. And then a bit of glue spray and then throwing some glitter at it.
Literally?
Yeah.
Ka-chung, ka-chung.
Really lovely. But you could use laurel, you could use anything you like.
Anything with big leaves.
Yeah, big leaves, because we've got spindly, so we've got the contrast to something punchy. I think we'll have a lot more in the middle and then taper out.
Taper out. So less, okay, I'll do a few little bits down here then.
We've got the last one here. I think he should kind of go in there.
Yeah,
or she, you know.
This is fantastic, isn't it?
It's gorgeous.
There.
And with these leaves being covered in your Gilver, will they start to go a bit funny, or will they stay like this for a while?
They'll stay, absolutely
really?
stay.
It sort of protects the leaves?
Yeah, well, absolutely. They'll just go sort of crunchy and dry, but this will definitely last over Christmas to the New Year, no problem.
It's fantastic.
Gosh, it really
I
does,
love
doesn't
that.
it?
You could almost just leave it like that, but I think time for some more.
Oh, for heaven's sake,
Why
yes.
stop?
I'm now going to show you a bit of wiring.
Okay.
So you can have some of those,
Okay, thank you very much.
and you can have some of those. There we are.
Thank you.
These are lovely preserved oranges.
So how do you do these?
Lots of places sell these, and they smell so deliciously orange. So hold them all in a row like coins. At the top, thread it through, and again a bit like with the cinnamon, similar kind of wiring.
So half and half.
So probably about a quarter along, quarter of and then push them up like that, and then a little bit of a twist. And then they and you can get them a kind of little fan. They do a sort of random thing like that. Gosh. And so pretty, and smells with the blue pine heaven.
They do smell delicious.
Really lovely.
Again, this is your focal point. So we want to start this off as your kind of a big, and then going out into a kind of a little dribble, as it were. So let's start wiring it in. Don't forget, as you're making it, to keep standing back and having a look, so you're kind of getting a feel for how it's going.
Yeah.
Which seems to be going very well. So I'm going to show you how to wire a cone. So, cone,
Yep.
get the wire, and find the groove around the edge. Work it in there nicely, and a bit of a twist.
Yes.
And now you've got that. You can do 2 even ones like that, or 1 long one, whichever helps.
Will just one wire hold a cone that size?
Yeah. And then you can either wire them all together into a bunch or just wire them in separately.
Brilliant.
So I'm going to start doing that.
How do you think we're doing with the
I
oranges,
think
Paul?
masses more.
Oh, right.
masses
Yeah.
more.
Yeah,
There you
yeah,
go.
yeah.
Okay, got that.
Oh,
Chuck
sorry,
us a
stuck
few.
with those.
Definitely.
So, Paul, if you wanted to do something like this, sort of down the stairs, what would you do? Sort of wind the original artificial one around the banisters? Would that work?
Absolutely, same principle. Wind it down and using the bits of wire to attach it, the self-wiring bits, and then weave in your bits as you go.
Yes, that would work,
Yeah.
wouldn't it? That would be great.
Stop you sliding down the banister.
Festive antics.
And Paul, you're saying, so if you didn't have a fireplace like this, and say you had a fireplace with a ledge, you could lay it along the top of the mantelpiece, couldn't you?
Absolutely, just lay it along and then group them on, a couple of candlesticks, something fun in the middle, a focal point, a clock or a
Do one?
statue, you know,
Oh, that's a good idea.
if you're feeling like that, you know, whatever, you know.
Why not?
Father Christmas.
Or just a pile of cones, you know.
Yeah.
So I think we need another ingredient in here. We've got the cones and the preserved oranges, and I think we're going to put in some whole preserved limes.
Oh.
Really, another lovely smell. So here we are. We just get a piece of the old stub wire and one of these lovely preserved limes.
They look like baubles, don't they?
They do. I mean, you could put them on your tree.
They're gorgeous.
Just in a bowl by the fire, but the smell.
That's amazing. That's
rum.
amazing. That really sort of stays when it's dried, doesn't it?
So the trusty stub wire, and you take your preserved lime, and then you, through the little sort of slits around the edge there, you just pass it through, and then it should come out. Just twist.
That is
Oh,
great.
that is beautiful.
There you are.
And
That
smells
is
delicious.
Thank you, Paul.
There we are.
And all these twisting is reminding me of the cinnamons we did. So
Yeah.
you could also put these, and if you didn't have these, couldn't you? You could
Totally. You
Pop
could
those
cinnamon
in.
bundles with bows like we did in the wreaths.
love.
She's getting good at this.
I love this.
I'm learning from the best.
Is there room for one more line?
Always. Yes. Well, I think we're finished.
That is incredible.
I think that's absolute knockout. I mean, it really, the impact of that is brilliant.
Well, you've been absolutely brilliant, and thank you for being such natural and fabulous helpers.
Oh, great teacher. Thank you so much. We can't believe what we've
Pleasure.
achieved.
Thank you.
Basically.